All right, family. What's going on? What's going on, successors? You all are in for a great show today. We have a phenomenal guest today, and y'all, it's Monday Momentum. We're going to be bringing it in with Mr. Landon Taylor in just a minute. More Speaker Success in the morning. What's going on? What's going on, successors? Y'all, welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. And y'all, I could not be more excited for this morning and for our show today. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. This weekend was like one of those mixes, right? Because sometimes, you have to have the weekend where it was all good, all fun, all excitement, all entertainment. But then on the other end, you have some of those weekends where it was exhausting, it was draining. You had to do some of that adulting type stuff, right? Let me know if you resonate with that. Go ahead and drop something in the chat. But y'all, this weekend for me, it was a mix, right? It was a mix of both because on one end, just like producer Britt and myself were talking this past Friday, like there was the conference that we were working. So not only doing rehearsal late Thursday night and then getting into the conference for Friday and then Saturday and then circling back on Sunday, right? So working 3 long days. So that was just what was required. That was a little bit of that adult thing taking place. And then at the end of Saturday, then I had the opportunity to excuse me, had the opportunity to where my mom came down. So my mom came down, and then we actually got to attend the Cowboys of Color rodeo. And now that was something that was pretty cool, pretty neat. My first time going to the rodeo, or at least my first time in a while going back to the rodeo, all that jazz. But y'all, this was just an amazing weekend. Just being able to not only have one son, my oldest, who is Jonathan Jones the second, but then also have my youngest there. So they're getting to take in the sights, and it was just cool. It was cool to sit back and realize that this moment was not about me. Right? It was cool to sit back and just allow them to be kids, allow them to experience the horses and the bulls and all that running around. So that was a cool experience. And being there with my mom, so this was her getting to live it up, as G mom, and me being there with my boys. So that's what the weekend looked a little bit like on this side. And then yesterday, man, y'all, like I was talking about adulting, right? I was talking about adulting, and then yesterday, it's been a while since I've cut my grass, right? I actually cannot tell you the last time I cut my grass, okay? Because I usually have a lawn guy come through, have Mr. Grant come through, and every time he'll cut my neighbor's yard, then he'll circle back and he'll also cut my yard as well. And you know what? Just with the way prices are rising on everything, not Mr. Grant changing prices on cutting the yard, but just with the prices rising on food and the prices rising on events, and the prices are rising just on everything that is just required. It's like, oh man, somebody has to cut some costs somewhere. So I had to say, all right, Mr. Grant, well,
Well, you've
this is
been
what
trying to
we
do everything yourself lately.
what oh
Gardening and well, you already
coming out of
cook.
left field. Coming out of left, producer Britt coming out of left field. Hold on
Good
there. What
morning,
up,
good morning,
producer
good
Britt?
morning. What's
Good
up,
morning. Good
y'all?
morning. Hey
So I had to
man,
get
we
myself
here.
right. I had to get my blanket and my water and
Yeah,
everything. But
yeah.
I'm
The
here, I'm
the
here, I'm
official
here.
starter
How's you?
kit for producer Britt in the morning.
Yeah, y'all. I didn't think, I wouldn't say I'm high maintenance, but when I gotta sit here for an hour, I need a couple
Uh,
things. So I gotta
oh
be
no, go
comfortable.
ahead and say it. I didn't think I was high maintenance, but I realized that I am. Okay, that's cool.
Funny.
Before I start my morning, I
So
need my
you
tea.
ain't paying? You taking money away from the man? Is that what you're
Man,
doing?
say. Okay, first of all, first and foremost, ain't nobody taking no money from nobody. All right. Secondly, the grass is cut, and he didn't
Mm-hmm.
come through. Is all I'm gonna say. So,
Oh,
grass was cut. I was cutting grass last night, listening to some of these videos. Dr. Umar is broke. Brit,
yeah, we'll talk
Doctor,
about that later.
you.
Talk about that
Oh my
later. But I'm
goodness.
excited
Oh
for our
my goodness.
guest.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
excited
yeah,
for our
yeah.
guest. I'm
Brother
excited for our
Taylor.
guest.
Brother
Yes,
Taylor.
yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but before we get into that, later on in the show, guys, so stay tuned for that for Landon Taylor. But right now, we're going to get
Mhm.
into Straight from the Source. All right.
Let's dive into the word. Y'all, one thing that has been really pressing and really important to me as of late is just we always hear people talk about you need a team, you need a team, get you a team, you need a team, all that, right? And one thing that we have to understand, just as the body of Christ, as the people of as the people of the Lord and as the people of the church, y'all, we are on the same team. And the part that hurts me a lot is every time I go on social media, is seeing so many people in the church go at it, just go at it online. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Because the Bible even tells us that there are certain, like the Bible tells us there's a certain way to approach conflict resolution. Let me read this text and then I'll get into what I want to say. But the text says this, all right, for just and this is First Corinthians 12 verses 12 through 14. But it tells us that for just as the body is one and yet has many parts, and all the parts of the body, though there are many, are one body. So also is Christ. Okay, y'all. So there's many different parts of the body, just like for us, the hand, the arm, the leg, the feet, the head, all that different stuff. There's many parts of the body, but guess what? It's one body. So also is Christ. Okay. And then the text says, for by one spirit we were all baptized into the body, where Jews or Greeks, whether slaves or free, and we were all made to drink of one spirit. For the body is not one part, but many. Okay. And I wanted to break down this text because, like I was saying before, we're part of the same body, but still online, I'm seeing people argue and fight and go at it. And these are all people who are of the identification of Christians or who say that I follow the way of Christ, right? Why is this problematic? It's problematic when people go at it on social media because there's other people who aren't Christians or believers just yet. And then they'll see us and they'll say, well, if I see y'all doing this and if I see y'all acting like that, why would I want to join anything that y'all have going on? Like that, like that's not attractive to me. I don't, the way y'all argue, the way y'all talking about y'all's leaders, like that doesn't make sense to be something that I want to be. Y'all, the Bible even tells us that there's a way for conflict resolution. And that looks like first, if you have a problem with somebody, taking it up to them one to one. And then if y'all can't get a resolution, then it says bring somebody else in. But understanding if we're all part of the same body, we're all part of the same family, we all represent the same thing. Y'all, here's the deal. If we all represent the same thing, here's the deal. Okay. We need to get on one accord. We need to get on one accord. We need to stop comparing ourselves with other people. We need to stop competing for, you're the one stand up in front of people. I want to stand up in front of the people. No, that might not be your gift, and that might not be your position. That might not be where you're called to just yet, or maybe ever. So therefore, like, just realize and understand and respect. Like, hey, it's not your turn. It's not your turn, man. And this was one message that I actually had the opportunity to share this past weekend because I actually spoke before the Desperate for Jesus conference that I served at this weekend. And I let the people know, I said, hey, maybe your job is going to bring somebody, maybe your job is going to bring somebody water. And if that's your job, then just rock with bringing the water. Don't try to cut in front of somebody and don't try to go and do this or go and do that. Just bring the water, okay? Because at the end of the day, bringing the water serves a purpose, and then bringing somebody their Bible serves a purpose. So understanding that, just like it says here in the text, right? For as the body is one, but many parts, y'all, at the end of the day, if you don't have the foot, then you can't walk forward. If you don't have the arm or the hand, then you can't grab things. We need to realize and understand our gifts are plenty. Our gifts are different. Some of us can teach. Some of us can read well. Some of us can show people how to do different things. But some of our gifts might not align with that. Some of our gifts might just be service. It might just be being the muscle and helping people get from point A to point B or doing this or that. And when we see, know, and understand that, just operate in it, family. Just operate, lean into it. Because at the end of the day, the Bible tells us the work is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Y'all, it's time for us to play in our position. It's time for us to do what God has called us to do in this season with the gift that you have. The Bible also tells us to be faithful with few, and he'll make you ruler over many. So understanding that, be faithful with small, quote unquote, small opportunities, because then you can see to be seen to be faithful, and then you might have the opportunity to do something greater, right? Be faithful working with one individual or two individuals. Be faithful with working in the dark, and then when your time comes to be in the light, then not only will you be ready for that opportunity, but you'll already know how to do it because you did it in the dark. Because when the lights come on, nobody can save you. So we need to make sure that we have leveraged our gift and utilized our gifts ultimately for the kingdom of God. Family, that has been straight from the source this morning. That once again is from the book of First Corinthians chapter 12, verse 12 through 14. And we're about to take a quick commercial break. But family, we're going to be right back with more Speaker Success in the Morning. Are you a new or budding entrepreneur looking to set your business up for success? Profit Mode is here to help you navigate your entrepreneurial journey with expert education and services. From tax planning and bookkeeping to selecting the right business structure, Profit Mode has you covered. They'll even educate you on how to properly set up your business for building credit so you can grow with confidence. Profit Mode's mission is to provide you with the tools and guidance you need to establish a solid foundation for your business. Whether you're just getting started or you're ready to take the next step, we're here to support your goals. Let Profit Mode help you turn that entrepreneurial dream into a reality with the knowledge and services to back it up. Your success starts with the right foundation. Contact Profit Mode today to get started. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, family? July 28th, Monday, July 28th. We're currently 13 minutes after the hour. Welcome to Speak Your Success in the Morning.
In the morning.
In the morning. And family, we are ultimately your source to provide you some entertainment, provide you some empowerment, but most importantly, man, you got to get that education too. Got to educate the people, Britt.
And
Got to
fun. Mostly
got to
fun.
have the 3 E. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the fun's in the entertainment. You know,
Oh,
it's like,
oh, oh,
yeah, like
oh,
Cam say, it's all entertainment.
oh.
It's all entertainment, Britt.
Yeah,
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 you
yeah.
know,
All right, all right, all
my
right.
boy
Come on.
Cam. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm,
yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
All right. So, all right. So, y'all, for our show today, I'm really excited for our guest
Mm.
today, Mr. Landon Taylor, and had the opportunity to connect with. I'm just gonna read the bio. I'm read the bio, Britt.
Yep.
I always like to tell stories before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so man, so Landon Taylor, not only is he a father, man, he's also a phenomenal husband, and man, Landon ultimately one thing that he is doing now, which I love to see, him and his wife Isis, they take their time and they're working with cancer patients and caregivers around the United States, right? So today he and Isis coach couples through the Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts program, which is really amazing. And they are certified, Britt, they're certified facilitators,
Love
and
a good
ultimately,
certification. Mm-hmm.
man, so hey, like a good certification. So
Mm-hmm.
without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and welcome Brother Landon Taylor to Speak Your Success in the Morning.
Hello, good morning. Okay, guys, we're gonna let Landon work this out really, really quick. Jonathan, you can call him on the back end, and we're gonna go
Will do.
to. Well, we just came from commercial, so so guys, I'll tell y'all about my weekend. Okay, I'll tell you about DFJ. From my point of view. So, Thursday we have rehearsal. Friday was the actual conference. We started Friday night. And then from there, um, Jonathan can get out of the frame. And then from there, um, 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 yeah, Friday. And then Friday we had the conference. I'm sorry. We had Naya Cotton. I love hearing her sing. If you don't know Naya Cotton, please look her up. She sings all the time at Oak Cliff. And then Saturday, our call time was 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, that was just a whole bunch of lot of stuff, right, Jonathan? 6 a.m.
Early bird special, 6
So we
a.m.,
had
man.
6 a.m., y'all. This conference brings in about 4,000 ladies physically,
Oh, yeah.
and then they also
Oh,
have a simulcast, so they have an online situation as well. And it was just a lot. It was a lot of women. Got to see Cece Winans and her daughter.
say,
They did a panel.
that was a
Priscilla
treat.
Shire, Crystal Evans Hurst, and her daughter Karis.
Yeah,
Um,
Karis Ferris. Yeah.
Karis Ferris. It's like she set
Karis
that up.
Ferris.
That's funny.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, yeah. Smooth, smooth. Uh-huh.
yeah, so all in all, it was good. I think did you talk about this earlier already? Or
No, I mean, I didn't go into that depth. I didn't say who's at the conference. Didn't say nothing about
oh,
CC. I
okay.
just said,
Yeah.
I just said that after the conference, I took my son to the rodeo. Took my son to the rodeo.
No, you did
I sent you,
not.
I sent you some pictures on. You got some pictures on Instagram. Yeah, I
Oh
sent some
man,
pictures.
okay, I gotta see Baby Jones. Okay,
Yeah, my man was going.
here and then that. But besides that, so that was that. Yeah, DFJ. That was DFJ. And then now today is a Monday Momentum. And y'all, I'm so excited. Oh, another thing that happened. I got a TV in my room and I'm so excited. Y'all, I could finally just chill and lay in the bed because I got my TV in my
Okay,
room
TV.
now. I
Oh,
had to tell
oh,
people I have a
okay.
TV.
TV in the room.
Okay.
TV in the room. What are the?
What are the
I'm curious.
rules?
No, no, no. Well, I mean,
Oh,
I guess that's the thing. But I'm about to say, I'm curious on like in terms of like TV in the room, not in the room. Like, does that affect productivity? Like,
so what they say, the internet, what they say, the people,
whoever they is, yeah, yeah,
whoever
yeah,
they
whoever
are,
they,
okay, it's
yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Because once you put it on the internet, it's out there. So what they saying
The
is that
internet.
when you're single, you don't single unmarried, you don't have it's okay for you to have a TV in your room and a mirror. And a mirror. It's okay to have a TV and a mirror in your room.
Okay,
And
okay.
then if you have a spouse,
Mm,
then you shouldn't have a TV in your room. I don't know about I guess the mirror either. But it's because you might want to because the bedroom is for sleep. And
mm,
so when you have that extra entertainment in there, then,
okay.
that can block that. So it's like
The,
it's for sleep, it's for
mm.
personal moments, it's for
To talk, to create,
to
to create
talk.
conversation,
Yes.
moment.
And so when you're not doing that and you're paying attention to TV,
Hmm.
hmm. And then like
Okay.
knowing when you have the mirror, the whole mirror situation is that um yes, you're if you're single, you got a mirror, you check out your outfit, whoop de whoop de woo, whatever. And then obviously it's okay to have a mirror in your bedroom. But it's okay to have both of these things in your bedroom. But
Uh-huh. Yeah.
when you have the mirror in in the bedroom, it's like I don't know, it's like something psychological they're saying out there when you're looking to you can become self-absorbed and like it's I don't know.
Well, is it like you look? Is it like you look at yourself in the mirror
Yeah, like you look at
instead of
yourself.
asking your partner like what they think or
Maybe
something?
something like that, but it's a TV in the
Okay,
mirror thing.
this is
But you
ridiculous.
gotta have a
Okay,
mirror to look at your outfit. I mean, unless you gotta have it somewhere in the house. But you know,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Because I think I have one, two,
Don't
three.
do that to yourself. You probably don't want to count them up.
I got 3 mirrors.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to keep going. I'm about to say, all right, you about to embarrass yourself now. You're like one, two. I don't know. I got 15 mirrors at the house. Like, whoa, what are you
My
doing?
last apartment, I did have a lot of mirrors.
House of mirrors up in this mug.
I don't know
Okay.
why. I was like, oh,
Nah, you
I
know why?
can't. Four. I four my coffee table is a mirror. I love it so much. So if I
Hmm.
want to do something, I can just look down at my coffee table.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. Are we going back? We ready? Or
I
did you go
mean, he
on?
should be calling back in. Said we're gonna call back in.
Oh no, he hasn't called. Yeah, he's still
Oh,
here. Okay.
okay,
Good
cool.
morning.
No, we can't hear you now. Oh, he said he gonna call. He said he's gonna call us in now. He gonna call us in on the phone. We're going on the phone.
Okay.
Can't,
Okay.
can't let technology win. This is crazy.
Technology is
Technology.
winning right now.
Speaking of technology winning, man, Britt, I don't know how much time we got, but yesterday I was watching the interview talking about how preparing for AI as Black people, we need it.
I know
It's
we talk
leveling out
about
the
it all the time. We
it's
keep
laying
saying
out the
it.
leveling out the playing field though.
We
Said
keep saying
99%
it.
of white people don't understand AI, 99% of Black people don't understand AI.
Good.
So
I
we
like
all
that.
we all at a great
We all
spot.
slow right now, baby.
We all at a
Okay.
great spot.
Yeah.
So got to double down. Okay, you
We
better
all
figure out
don't
how
know.
to create your own iRobot because it's going down, man. iRobot.
That's funny.
iRobot's a real thing, man.
Our
So
robot is crazy. That's funny.
2030 is really gonna be looking like iRobot around here. Will Smith. Will Smith knew.
Will
He
Smith
knew.
knew. Good morning, Landon.
What's up?
How you
Hey,
doing?
can you
There
Let's
guys hear me
go,
now?
he
There
is.
we go. We good?
Yes, yes,
man.
yes. You can't let
Loud and
technology
Man,
clear.
beat us.
hey, hey, I had a whole lot to say about that mirror. I said, man, no, she can't be telling the married folks they can't have no mirrors now. We got to.
No, that's just what they're saying online. That's what they say online. Okay, that was just something I read. That was just something I read. Yeah. No, 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 no.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Yeah,
when I write this,
yeah.
thank you so much for working with me. I apologize for that.
Okay. Okay, Landon. So, all the technical issues. Sorry about that. Let's start off. So, where you from?
So I am originally from, well, first and foremost, thank you both for just allowing me to hop on the platform.
Of
I really
course.
love what you guys are doing.
Mhm.
Beautiful, beautiful. And Jonathan, you blessed me this morning, man. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. But originally from Jackson, Mississippi, in Houston, Texas since 2001. I mean,
Hmm.
technically I'm a Texan now. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just living life down south. Yep.
So y'all are both fathers of two. I mean, for you, Landon,
Mhm.
what's it like being a father? When did you become a father? How long have you been a father? How long have you been married?
Sure. Yeah, so we got married in 2016, and the interesting thing about that was like a year and a half into our marriage, I was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer.
Hmm.
So that totally threw us for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And even in that, I never was really just totally worried because I knew I took those vows for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And Isis and I actually were certified through Symbis probably a few months after we got married, right? Because we wanted to set the foundation of what it looked like for true communication. Because this is actually my second marriage. So I like to be transparent. My second marriage. This was her first. So part of building the foundation was me making sure she was comfortable with even her role, right? Because there were some questions that we, even within herself, I had to reassure her, like, no, there's still some experiences that you will have with me that I was not able to have with my first marriage. I wasn't married that long in the first one anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So just some reassurance. So we built that foundation through communication and trust, and we became SIMBA certified because we knew there would be other people who would go through the same situations. Now, what we didn't know where there will be couples who will go through the same situations as us with the cancer journey. So we went through that journey in 2018, actually. And I mean, she stayed by my side. She actually quit her job as a teacher, her passion, to make sure she was my caretaker. So it was from that moment on, I knew for the rest of my life, I would just have to serve this woman because, God put her in my life to truly just save me in that season of just doubt. And he really put her there to really be a stronghold. And Jonathan, as you said, someone to give me that water, that Gatorade, right? Because she couldn't fight for me, but she could definitely give me that water, that Gatorade, right? That was a
For
role
sure.
God put in her life at that time, right? So at that moment, we were told, listen, the opportunity to have kids may not be there. So all we
Mm.
had was faith and trust in God, and we never wavered. We knew that we would be in a season of waiting. Again, John, that's why I say, man, you bless me because we know that even in your season of waiting, there are works and wonders that are always happening. So we eventually went through that season, and as you saw, uh, one we started documenting our journey with IVF, right? Because that
Mm.
was what would be the way that we would be able to have children. So we documented the whole thing because we said that, listen, we're going to show what God's going to do, right?
Mhm.
Good, bad, and different. We're going to show it all, and we believe that God was going to do a mighty work, and He was going to let the people see it. So we documented every single thing, regardless of that outcome. We were going to let the people see it. So I became a
Wow.
father, and that
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Jonathan,
amazing.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. And I'm curious, like, like since y'all have documented the journey, and from step one, and just as you continue to document, like, what has been the impact that y'all have seen from this? Like, have people like wrote y'all messages? Y'all have got comments? Y'all have heard other
yeah.
people? Like, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's interesting because even though we have videos that are 2 years old, there are still people who hop on the videos and still comment, saying like,
Mm.
"Hey, even when ISIS had, I know this is a little too transparent, probably, but just for sake of the conversation,
Mhm.
when she went through early bleeding, right? There were women who
Mm.
were going through the same things, and they were absolutely terrified. And it was that video they said really helped them and put them at ease, and they were able to talk to their doctor and know that they were okay. It was videos where people said, "I didn't know this really existed for me," and I talked to my insurance, and they said that they could cover some of it, right? So
Mhm.
just going back, we wanted to document it because we knew that it could answer some questions people may have. But even in talking about cancer, there were a few questions where people asked me, "Hey, what were your symptoms?" Because I'm going through the same thing,
Mm.
and they were able to go to the doctor and get early detection, right? So,
Mm.
that was also my thing, right? I waited a little too late for those symptoms, which I probably wouldn't have been stage four. I probably could have been stage two. So I
Mhm.
documented that as well, so people could get early detection of what they're feeling with their symptoms.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's phenomenal. So
Mhm.
so
Strong.
so now understanding that with you also being a cancer coach, like, so now you're like openly advocating, like, hey bro, y'all need to get checked out. Hey, when last time you been to the doctor? Like, what can you talk a little bit about that, and just how you also share that as you move forward in your journey?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, it's the preventative, but a lot of people that we talk to and that reach out to us, they're already in the battle, right? So it's really mindset. So ICE actually created a guided journal for me that helped me to really go through the journey and write down my feelings, understanding that. So really, that's when we talk about coaching, it's really about mindset. It's almost the same thing that you do with your the people that you speak with, right? Because it's always mindset first, and then it's the action, right? So a lot of people aren't really in that mindset to truly fight. I could tell you a quick story about a young lady. I mean, she was ready to almost give up, right? This was her second bout, and she just didn't want to do it anymore. So I had a conversation with her. She had a young daughter at the time. I think her daughter was maybe 5 years old,
Mhm.
and I said, "Listen, if you have nothing else to fight for, you have her to fight for,
Mm.
right? Let's take yourself out of the equation. Just fight for her because she's going to need you." Needless to say, she was able to go through that treatment, and she eventually became a coach herself, right? Talking to other women who were going through that same battle. So really, it's just the mindset, and then it's the actions that you can take to make sure you take care of yourself while you're through chemo and radiation and even beyond.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Yeah, now I want to pivot over and talk a little bit about marriage, because you've been married nine years now, right? Is
Nine
it so?
years, almost 10. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, almost got that dime. 10 years, man.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Almost a dime. Yes,
Wow.
sir.
9 years is some good time, man. So, uh, what would be just a word of insight, just on the front end for people who aren't married, but maybe they're single, maybe they're dating. They're like,
Yeah.
Landon, you almost been married 10 years, man. Like, I want to learn a little bit more about marriage. I want to be married. What would you let them know? What would you tell the people?
So I'm gonna say something cliche and then not so cliche. So the cliche one is, of course, we hear this all the time, right, bro? Communication, right? But what does communication
Hmm.
look like? Communication is a recipient driven activity, right? So we always talk about, if your partner doesn't hear you, it wasn't communicated properly, right? So it's
Mm.
opening up the space on both ends, right? Even recently, my wife and I talked about just keeping that open space where we can be transparent with each other, right?
Mhm.
Because there are going to be seasons, right, where things won't always be sunny and 75, right? Me being in Houston, right, we have hurricane season sometimes, right? So it ain't always just hot and sunny, but
That's
at the end
real.
of the day, it's still a place that I love to live, where I love to live. So the same can be said with your relationship or your marriage, right? It
Mm,
won't always be that beautiful summer. It's going to be wintertime. It's going to be a hurricane season. But if you keep the open lines of communication, allowing your spouse to have space to say what they say, and you allow them space for you to receive it, right?
mm. That's
That
good.
is the key. That is the
Mm.
key. Because you work through
Wow.
everything else after that.
Yeah.
Recreation, companionship. I mean, they can hear you. Once they can hear you, it's all good.
Wow. Okay. And then how long did it take? How long did it take y'all to get to that point to where y'all
So,
y'all could
man,
hear each other? Come on, come on, come on. Tell the people. Let's be honest with the people, Landon.
So I say I started out. This is my second one, right? So I
Uh
will
huh.
tell you, after my first marriage, man, I knew that I definitely wanted to be a husband. I knew that was something I was called to do. So I studied a lot, man. Like one of the
Mm,
first books I read was, and I can't remember the author, so forgive me for that, but it was called His Needs, Her Needs, and it really
mm,
dove into what each individual sex needs for in many cases, not even just the sex, but what type of person you are, the needs you may have in that season, right? You may be in a season where you need affirmation. You may need to be in a season where, your lady has a mirror in her room and she just needs you to affirm that she still looks good. You
mm.
still say, you still may say, hey, babe, we both need to work out, right? But hey, I still love you regardless or whatever. It's just those different seasons, right? Because you never want anyone to compliment your spouse more than you. Right.
That's a
So
fact. That's a fact.
yeah, yeah. So that I mean that's really what it is, man. It's really making sure that we dove into what are some of the gaps that we are seeing couples who fall. What are those gaps, and making sure that we can fill them as early as possible. We know we won't be perfect, but if we can start filling the gaps early, we'll be
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, I love that book, His Needs, Her Needs. I know that's one of the books that's always mentioned. And then for me
Yeah,
and my wife, when we were going through premarital, because we had the opportunity where we joined, and this is a gift from God, but we had the opportunity where we joined a marriage Bible study group, but
sure.
we weren't married yet. We were the only ones that were engaged.
Yeah.
We had seasoned saints in there, and just having an opportunity where we dove into this Bible study, and then we started reading Love and Respect. And
Mm,
that it was like the world opened up. It was like, wait, what? It's like, the woman need love and then the man needs respect. Not to say the other, not to say
sure,
that
sure.
it's not vice versa as well, but the respect, and I saw that in my own marriage. Like the respect goes for me further than, oh, I love you, I love you. That kind of would just roll off here and there. Like it's great to hear sometimes, but other times like no, like I really need that respect. So man, I just appreciate you being honest and just sharing that, because man, one thing that I always like to tell people, as I see people, they're excited, they're about to get married, and I'm like, hey, okay, make sure you get all the pictures that you want at the wedding, make sure you get the video, get all that, but also remember, right, in about a week, 2 weeks, maybe longer, whatever. Like y'all gonna argue about how the other one folds the clothes, how this person leaves
Mhm.
out whatever. So just having those conversations with people, man. I think that dialogue needs to happen more often, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you rocking it and giving people something real.
Hey, for sure, man. We always say, man, listen, a lot of people fall for the wedding, right? We fall over the wedding, and like you
Oh
say,
yeah.
man, the beautiful pictures, but the question is, can you stand the marriage, right?
Mm,
Can you stand up together in the marriage, right? And that's why I love talking to you, man. We had a brief conversation, man, but and I could see how you and your wife interact, and I could see the partnership, which was why I said yes to the show, because I said, okay, this brother, and I looked at some shows, man. I said, okay, his brother is in a space where I can share with him, God fearing man, Christ centered. I said, all right, we can do this. We can do this.
Man, love it, man. Love it, love it. Appreciate it. Don't take it for granted. But one thing we're about to take real quick, we're about to take a quick commercial break here on Speaker Success in the Morning, and we're gonna be right back more with Mr. Landon Taylor in just 1 minute. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With the focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. What's going on, family? Welcome back to Speaker Success in the Morning. We're currently 40 minutes after the hour. Man, we're diving in with Mr. Landon Taylor. Y'all, we're talking about marriage. We're talking about life. We're talking about family. Landon, man, so seeing what was it? Maybe like a handful of months ago, had the opportunity to,
Mhm.
to connect with you, and I want to transition and talk a little bit about parenthood. And how has that been? How has that been for you? Because now you're a father of two. I mean, just like me, and two on this side has been a challenge. And being
Yeah.
married with the wife and everything, man. So how has it been? You know, with y'all over there on that side and the Taylor household.
Man, it's a beautiful battle, brother. Listen, man, I had my first in at 40, doc. So I'm already,
Mm,
yeah. So
wow.
that's why I was telling you, man, when I was being funny, but I said, we got to get this gym together. That's my own testimony, doc. I was like, we got to get up here. I got to stay in shape. Little Lando, man, he running around here, man. So I got to make sure I stay in shape with him. But honestly, it's everything we asked for, man. Listen,
Mm,
um, I do not take for granted, and I know I may be. I know you asked the question, but man, I'm probably one of the ones where I don't. When I say what I say, I actually mean it, right? Because I mean, you saw
mm,
everything that we went through, man. It's always been faith. It's always been a prayer. So,
mm,
and it was funny because when Isis was pregnant with Landon, the VP of my company, she asked me, what's one thing you're looking forward to with the baby? And I said, crying.
mm.
And she looked at me, she said, the crying. I said, yeah, because then I know it's real, right? Because listen, I've prayed to. I heard his cry back in 2018 when I was going through chemotherapy, right? Because
Mm,
I was saying my prayer as the medicine was flowing through my body. I was praying to God that one day when this medicine comes out, you will give me a child that comes out of this situation. So
wow.
I said, yeah, I'm looking forward to the cries. Now, when the cries actually happened and they kept going at 2 o'clock in the morning, I said, oh God, this is what I asked for. But thank you,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you. But it's been a journey, man, because it's in daycare. I don't know if your children are in daycare. That
Mm,
was something we used to hear back in the day.
mm.
I said, this not the little $100 a week. My
Nah,
mama
that's
used
not
to pay
that.
back in
Mm-mm.
the 90s, 80s, 90s. I said, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
So, it's been a battle, man, but we press our way through. We love it. Our children are beautiful. They love each other. And Isis and I, again, a new line of communication, man. Because
man.
you're at one level when it's marriage, but then your marriage is almost renewed in a different way when you have children, right? Because it's a different communication. It's like now you have, a co-coach, right? So you got to
That's
make sure
true.
you're on the same team with that too.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, and then like to that point, because I mean, with daycare and with coordinating, and man, I mean, it's almost like for a trucking company because you talking logistics like
Yes, sir.
at a different level, and especially I mean, depending on if you and Isis work from home or however that goes. But it's like, okay, who's gonna get the kids today? Okay, so you're gonna be over here, and then this kid has swim or this kid has that because that's what we've been coordinating literally the past 2 weeks. Coordinating swim and that whole daycare journey is something in itself. But man, I like you for that. Like just in terms of the crying. And I used to think that, it would be extremely frustrating for me, but it's like it's different when I hear my sons cry. It's like,
Hmm.
what can I do? What can I do to calm him down? What can I do to bring remedy to the situation? And it's like, man, this is special. Other people's kids crying, it's like, nah, get them kids out of here. 2 o'clock,
Hmm.
3 o'clock in the morning crying. Yeah. It's like, man, I was sleeping great, but it's like, okay, how can I solve this? Being a man, it's like, how can we solve the problem? Like, what's the issue? What we
For
need to
sure.
do? How we need to work this thing out? So, yeah, man, it's definitely been interesting, with the two versus the one. Because
Oh
I
yeah.
used to think, man, Landon, I used to think that, I used to think I was busy when I was single. I would tell my homeboy, I'm like, man, I'm so busy. And he had 2 kids. And he'd look at me, be like, mm-hmm. Then I had
Yeah.
one. I was like, oh. Then I had two. And I'm like, oh nah, this is what busy looks like in real time, Landon. This is what it looks like.
Yeah. Real time, live and in living
Man,
color.
say. Yeah, 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 yeah. But also, what I want to hit on also is the
Yeah.
Daddy Stroller Social Club.
Sure.
Talk about it, man. So this is how we were able to connect. You're
Yep.
out in Houston. Just talk a little bit about how you came into that and what that means for you.
Yeah, for sure, man. So Ice has actually introduced me to that Instagram page, right? Because I'm on Instagram, but I'm typically not just scrolling through it a lot. I might make
Hmm.
post here and there and then kind of get off of it. But she actually sent this to me and was like, man, this is a beautiful idea. And she said, you could do something like that. I said, yeah. I said, but I don't know if I want to reinvent the wheel. Let me just reach out to him. So we reached out to him, to Calvin, and I was asking, hey, is this something that we can do in Houston? He was like, soon. So I said, I'm gonna just wait it out, see what he says. And man, probably maybe 2 or 3 months after that, applications opened up. I said, let me
Mm,
just apply, right? Because I know I got some dads because ISIS has a great moms group. I mean,
mm,
strong, very strong village. And it's interesting because all of the husbands, we kind of created our own village within ourselves, and just kept tight. So I said, listen, I got some guys already, and let me apply. So we did the interview. They did the background check. Man, we connected right away, and that
nice.
was really how the Houston chapter started. Was just, I mean, reaching out, talking to Damani and Calvin, and it was just a great connection, man. And here we are. And for the Houston chapter, those same brothers that I met through ISIS Mom Group, they are now my core team here in Houston, and I love them. I
Mm,
mean, I love them then, but I mean, just for us to create this experience for other dads, we had our first stride July 12th. Just beautiful,
nice.
man. Beautiful.
Nice, nice. Man, I love that. But so ultimately, like, what's your motivation to put to push that to show up and to see that it was something going on, and you're like, we need to bring this to Houston, and I'm willing to put that on my back. Like, talk about that a little bit.
Because I never want any father to take it for granted, right? I know I don't take it for granted because I had a heck of a journey to get there. So I just want to remind fathers to never take that for granted. Understanding what legacy really means, understanding why fathers are important.
Yeah.
Because I know Calvin. He started this, with the mindset and mission of bringing awareness to postpartum depression. I struggle with that as well, but part of my education and growing up in my career was about, with the mayor's anti-gang unit, and some of that had to do with a fatherless Houston, which we know that we're kind of living in a fatherless America in many cases. So for me, it's making sure that we have support around these fathers, because there's a village that needs to be around a father. Because again, just like husband, fatherhood is a mindset, right? So how can we bring these brothers around, bring a community? Because again, I'm a new father, but I'm also 40, so I've also gone through some experiences. So how
Yeah.
can I breathe my experiences into some of these younger brothers, that they may be lost in their way, but that may, we never know that them coming to an event may be just their breaking point or breakthrough point, right? So want to
Hmm.
make sure that we give them that community. So really that's my push, man, making sure that, through these small communities, man, we can even improve our larger community when it comes to crime statistics. Having fathers in the homes, right,
Yeah.
drastically decreases crime. Statistics show that. Right. So
Most
how can
definitely.
we make sure that we have not only fathers, but even just father figures, right? Because not every man is even able to conceive, right? But we don't want to exclude them as well. We want father figures there as well.
Awesome, man. I love that. So understand we were talking about fathers, and one thing that's essential for fathers is self care and being able to have some time where they can relax and kick back. So what's your podcast of choice, or what book are you currently reading right now, Lynn?
You know, man, it's interesting, right? And I chuckle because you was like the debate. So I am in a place where I am really diving deep into the word, man. So
Mm,
I'm actually listening to like people like God Logic break things down, or Sam Shamoon break
mm.
the Bible down. Actually,
Okay.
when it comes to just podcasts in general, with personal development, big personal development guy, Jim Rohn, really diving
Mm,
into Jim Rohn. I'm
classic.
re-listening and taking notes to his 4 hour lecture. I also listen to, of course, ET. I also listen to, I listen to a few different things, man. But really, it's really in the season of just diving into the Word and extracting that, making sure that I can really just safeguard my family from anything that's happening in the future.
Man, yeah, man. I'm with you. I'm a big personal development guy as well. I mean, I love Diary of the CEO. One of my favorite books is The Magic of Thinking. Of course, outside the Bible, you always gotta say that.
Matt's bigger
But
big, yeah.
yeah, The Magic of Thinking bit, like that's that book. Like if I'm talking to somebody and they're wanting to do something or striving towards something, I always give them a copy of that. But another one of my big personal development books is actually the David Goggins' first book. Like
Oh,
I got
really?
the audio version of it. I mean, if you can deal with him cussing you out a little bit, then
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you're extra. There's extra parts in it to where it's like a podcast embedded within an audio book. So checking out him, and different things like that. But that's definitely where I'm at. But man, Landon, man, we really appreciate you just taking the time to come on, to pull up. We got it worked out. We got it worked out.
Yeah,
Got you
got it
on.
worked out.
Made everything happen. Thank you so much. And please let the people know how they can find you, follow you, and continue to connect with you to follow the work that you're doing.
For sure, man. And again, I really appreciate you and Britt for just allowing me this space to tell my story. So thank you again. But anyone who wants to check me out, follow me on Instagram at the Landon Taylor, Facebook as well. If you want to check out our YouTube channel, it's Landon and Isis Taylor. If you want to see our full story, we're showing it there. We're going to be more active, definitely. And also, for anyone who has anyone who is going through any kind of cancer treatment, or who's just recently finished cancer and they need someone to talk to. I'm no licensed therapist, but I'm someone who's gone through that journey. More than happy to reach out to me, and just have that conversation with them. I'll be happy to work with anyone.
All right, brother, man. Thank you so much, man. Next time in Houston, I might have to give you a holler, man. Just
Please
see,
do.
see what you and Sister Isis got going on over there, man. So take care, and we'll definitely talk soon. Good doctor, we'll definitely talk
Hey,
soon.
brother, love y'all, man.
All right, brother. Peace. And
All right,
family out
peace.
there, speaking success. We're about to take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna be right back in just a moment. Looking for an exciting workout that's not only fun but makes you feel alive? It's time to step up your fitness. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese, that's your answer. This isn't your typical workout. Extreme Hip Hop with Treese is an energizing step workout that combines simple moves with fresh beats, both old and new, creating an atmosphere that makes fitness exciting. With a focus on all elements of fitness, cardio, muscular conditioning, flexibility, and balance, you're guaranteed to burn calories and get addicted to the energy. Extreme becomes your safe space, which is a welcome environment where everyone is accepted. It's where you can let go of those worries of the world and focus on getting healthy. Ready to get energized? Join Extreme Hip Hop with Treese today. Family, welcome back to Speak Your Success. Today is Monday, Momentum, and we are currently 53 minutes after the hour. Producer Britt, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show.
Hey, had to go in the back, had to produce. So that's what I was
Oh,
doing. Yeah,
oh,
when I'm not on
oh.
screen, guys, I'm literally texting Jonathan's phone, giving him a play by play. So if you see his eyes cut, it's because I'm saying, do this. So,
Well, my eyes also
yeah.
cut because I'm part Asian, but that's fine too.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Oh man.
man.
Okay,
Okay.
so great interview. Loved hearing his story. I always think it's cool. I'm getting used to the fact that when you meet people, they come on the show. I know you've been doing this for a while now, so you know that's your normal. But like, oh my gosh, I've met him in person and now he's on the show. So that's so
Oh, yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It is
So
cool.
thank you again, Landon, for coming on the show. And I was looking at both their Instagram, Landon's Instagram and his wife's Instagram,
Mhm.
and beautiful, beautiful family. Love
Beautiful
it.
family. Beautiful
Beautiful
family.
family. Beautiful family.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
kudos to them and reach out to them if you need help with the situation. So moving right along, just a few little nuggets I got here. One, you remember E
Mhm.
News? You know E News?
You know, yeah, Entertainment Tonight. Let's go.
Cancel.
Oh, dang.
Cancel. Has been canceled. It's been on the air for over 30 years, 3 decades.
Dang.
Cancel. Cancel.
Any
So,
reason why, or it's just dang.
after 32 years, with its final episode airing until September 25th, 2025, as E transitions into the new, they're going into a new phase. They're going to be Vizient.
That's easy to
The
pronounce.
decision reflects a shift towards digital and social media coverage, where E boosts 87 million followers. Okay, so Nakaya, my friend in Miami who works for
Mhm,
CBS,
mhm,
CBS is owned by Paramount, and she was like,
mhm.
"Girl, they're pushing the streaming platform
I was about to
for the
say that when
news
you
for the
said that.
news." And then WFAA here in Dallas, every time we do something, they're always like stream. Check out our stream or download our app or
Mm,
stream. If you need the
mm,
weather, I mean, obviously they have to show us, live important weather updates. But they're like, if you need this all the time, stream. So
stream.
just just thinking about what what Nakaya was saying, and then seeing that they're shifting to the whole social
Real.
media. It's real, Jonathan. It's real.
It's
It's happening. You have to stream, man. I feel
eh,
like, and
mm.
is it like, like during COVID, we were all like sitting on the couch, streaming, binge watching,
Yeah, created a
everything
new
was
habit.
streaming.
Created a new movement. Now
The
everybody want to be
habit is
constant
the
not.
yeah, the
Everybody wanna
habit is the new thing. So,
man, hey. You can't
but
can't
guys,
go against
still
the
we
grain
still,
though.
huh?
Can't go against the grain. If when everything is going that way, if everybody logging in Netflix, Hulu, and the habit is getting your remote
Not for the
sitting on the
news, though. The news, we need to be out there in the field. We need to be out there. Okay, we need to be out there. Okay, I'm a
oh
news
wow,
advocate. You need to be.
I was about to say you sound like one of them dying journalists. Like,
You need
no,
to be out there,
you
guys. You
still gonna
really
read your
need.
newspaper.
You
No,
need
no, we're
to
not.
be.
You gonna read your newspaper.
You need to be out there. People are still
But that is
writing. People, you
what
want your
that is
news
interesting though.
information from out in the field. You don't want your news from. Hey, I
That
mean,
is
yes, there's still going to be reporters going to get the story. Yes, they're still going to go do interviews and things like that. But all of that is it's going to be minimized.
mm,
It won't be as big as it used to be. But the big stations will keep the big stuff, and then the small stations, they'll get some
mm.
cuts. But what you got? What?
No, no, no. I was about to say something completely unrelated. Completely unrelated. Last
Go
night I was
ahead.
listening to
I'm done.
that
That was my.
that
Oh, the last thing I had was that you showed me the Florida Chuck E. Cheese mascot was arrested for a arrested mid party for credit card fraud,
now that's
and I thought,
crazy. In the middle of the party?
sir,
Oh, crap said
that
we don't
is
got
just
time.
tacky. That is
We don't got
just
time to wait
tacky.
for you.
That is
Nah,
just tacky.
I was listening to your boy Ray J. Him and
That ain't
Cam
my
Newton.
boy. Don't say that like that.
Him and
It's your
Cam
boy because
Newton
you
was
was
on
listening to him.
him and
What?
Cam Newton was on an interview. First of all, the interview did numbers, as you know.
Of
But I
course.
was first when the episode came on, I
Hmm.
knew it was gonna go down an episode. When it came on, they
Hmm.
put out that like what do you call it before when you roll it out with the words?
What
The
we
views
do?
express the views
Uh,
expressed here in this
yeah.
da. They put that on there, and then Ray
Hmm.
J, Ray J, he talking
Hmm.
left, he talking right, just saying all this different stuff, and I'm like, just trying to decipher like what's real and what's not.
Right, because
It's
Ray
just
J
it's
just be
just so
talking.
challenging. He be talking, but at the same time, I mean, he low key is a business mogul.
I mean, he is. He
Raycon
just be
and
talking in circles. You just don't know what he's saying
I got the
sometimes.
codes for the streaming. I got the code. Cam like, can you give me the code for you? I'll give you the code, but I can get nobody else the code. And I was
Right.
like, oh God, I felt
Yeah.
bad. I sat there and watched that. Well, listen to it. Good thing I was cutting the grass
I
while I was
said
listening to
that.
2 hours and a half, Britt, 323,000 streams.
I got one even streams or views.
That's how many people
Oh,
views.
Joe Budden, the last podcast I watched, Jonathan, 2 days ago? What? Well, when I watched it, it was a day ago.
Yeah.
157,000 views.
What was they talking about?
I don't know. I
Joe,
mean, I
but
wouldn't say.
Joe got a different type of following though.
Yeah,
Joe
157,000 views in one day.
no, numbers, Britt. They be
One
Joe be doing,
day.
and then he gonna clip it up in about 47 pieces, and then
And then that's
them
just on
things is gonna run.
YouTube.
He got we did the numbers on how many people he got on
I
Patreon too. Nah,
know.
Joe is a different beast and the same animal. Okay,
At the same, yeah, at the
it's
same
different.
time.
Dr. Umar, you
Okay,
didn't
yeah,
see the
talk.
clip.
Oh,
You didn't see the
I'm
clip.
sorry. I'm sorry. Before we get into Dr. Umar, I just want to acknowledge the of the stabbing that happened at the Walmart in Michigan. And
Yeah,
so there were 11 people stabbed by one person. He's in his early 40s, and no one died, so thank God for that. But there were 11 people rushed to the hospital, and as of last night when I checked on it again, there were people leaving. The victims were leaving the hospital, the ones that were injured. So they're healing, they're getting out of there, but just want to acknowledge that and not escape by that, because that's important. So if you
that's
don't know,
news. The news from
yeah,
the
if you
field.
if you don't know, please read up on that. I don't want to say what part of Michigan it was because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't have my iPad in front of me. So it was in Michigan. It was at a Walmart. 11 people stabbed. They got the
Mm,
person that did it,
man,
and people are recovering in the hospital. Okay, there's your important news. Boom.
yeah, very
Dr.
important.
Umar,
Very
he
important.
broke. What's going on?
Dr. Umar, and he was on there repeating himself. You know how you do. But
Like
family,
him.
Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar's accounts have been frozen. I repeat, Dr. Umar's accounts have been frozen. If you would like to support Queen Mother Sister, and he said her name, Fatima, and myself, you can pay at PayPal, FDMG Academy at PayPal. They froze my accounts. Yes, Britt. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like,
YouTube? What is this, live? YouTube?
This
What
was
is
on no. This was on YouTube, and a guy did like a stitch on it. So he played, he played the clip,
Uh-huh.
and then the guy was like, "Man, I feel bad after watching this. He said, I can't wear my Rolex on this one. I had to wear my Apple Watch." But y'all, he said Dr. Umar must really be going through it because for him to openly ask, he said at the same time though, 15 years and you haven't opened up the academy, you haven't opened up the school. There's an issue with the money here. So
losing the credibility?
he said somebody tried to hack. Umar tried to said somebody tried to hack their accounts. They froze his accounts, so his money's tied up. He's saying he don't got no bread. 2025. My boy Mahari said it. Mahari said it at the beginning of the year. He said this is going to be the year to where everything is getting exposed. And Britt, it is happening in real
So
time.
is this him being exposed, or did they really lock his account?
But that's the thing. I don't know. We don't know. But what is exposed is the school ain't up yet. That's what we do know. And Dr. Umar, maybe you don't need to create the school. Maybe you need to just go speak at different places and embed a curriculum somewhere like that. Because
Yeah, maybe that is your school. Going to school. Maybe
hey
that's what it's
man,
supposed to be.
hey, I don't know, man. I just know that the people on TikTok have been coming for me after some of these clips, and some guy was like, "Oh, look at Chuck." Oh, we transitioned to a different segment. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up in just a second, but. No, Britt, they was coming at me in the comments. They was coming. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, there's some people." First of all, somebody was like, "Oh, the way that he's talking about the clothes that she wears," talking about Meg Thee Stallion.
Right,
Well,
right, right.
maybe he's interested in wearing some. I'm like, first of all, no. Secondly, I'm like, if you listen to the whole episode, I said, which nobody does. I said, yes, I have respect for Meg Thee Stallion and what she's done, what she's accomplished with her degree and everything like that. But they was coming for me, Britt. Said,
I could have
hold
told
up
you that
for a
was gonna
minute.
happen.
I mean, hey, it's all entertainment.
I
It's
mean,
all
it's all
entertainment.
good. It's all good. We love the
It's all
engagement. Y'all keep coming.
yeah.
Yeah. Keep
Keep
coming.
the
Got
engagement
us.
coming. Last thing, Britt.
Well, two
At the
things, but go ahead.
rodeo. Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. You guys know. At the rodeo, second horse is bucking. Boom, boom.
Bucking. Beyonce. Bucking. Okay.
No. The horse. Well,
Yes.
first of all, okay. There's three things. Let me say this. I'm gonna say the part about the horse. Beyonce done inspired a whole swarm of young ladies getting out here.
And
Don't say
going to
nothing.
the
Don't say nothing.
rodeo.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
Now, if you
Get out
say
here.
she inspired people to wear nothing, that ain't Beyonce.
Well,
She
nah.
inspired people to go to the rodeo. Okay. You wear
First of
nothing, that's
all,
on your
this
own.
first of all, the spirit of wearing nothing, I guess, is already inside of
That's
some of these
already in
people.
the air.
But
Okay.
they out there with these boots, and that's about it. The boots on the ground is about it. Okay,
Baby.
boots, and cowboy hats is about all I've seen at the rodeo. Okay, but Britt, the horses out here bucking, right? They're bucking,
Uh-huh.
and you know they trying to rope them in, reel them in.
Right.
Next thing you know, this horse. I wish you could see full body. The horse goes like this.
Oh yeah, I know I know. Uh-huh.
No, like it hit a stroke, and then the horse just fell down, face and head first, and I'm like,
Where did this happen?
this is at the Cowboys of Color Rodeo in Fair Park. I was like, what is going on right here? Then the guy who's on staff, he rolls up to me. He was like, man, say, the horse ain't dead yet. Because if the horse was dead, then you know the horse would be pooping on himself, would be peeing, just like people when they die. The horse ain't dead. And
The horse is faking.
I was like, all right. Like I didn't know what to think. But then my mom told me yesterday, she was like, yeah. She talked to her friend who's a cowboy. She's like, yeah, that horse either snapped its neck or that horse, yes. Either snapped his neck or he had a stroke. I just know, Britt, when I seen that horse
So
straighten
did
up,
everybody in the audience just gasp?
it was quiet in there.
Like
And
when an
then I
athlete
said,
get hurt, you waiting for him to get up?
yes, it was. But then they was like, oh, the horse is moving. The horse's legs is moving. But man, when I tell you that
Please
it
get
was a
off
cool
this
experience
story.
though.
Hurry up and get off
It
this
was
story.
it was a cool experience. It was a cool experience. Got
Did
to see
that
a lot
happen
of
at the
people I know.
beginning or the end?
Brett, this was the beginning. This was literally
Nah.
like the second, like the because they started this event and then it was the second horse that went out. Yes, I was like, oh,
Baby Jones is probably like, what?
say he didn't know. He was too
I
busy
know.
yelling.
He felt
Like I seen the pictures with him with the hats and stuff. He was sitting there just yelling, standing on the rail and everything else. It was cool. It was a cool experience. All in all,
wowzers.
cool experience. Wild.
Wild.
Wild to say the
So
least.
speaking of horses and bucking, Beyonce did her well, I won't say it's the last stop on the tour. She
Mm.
did the last stop on the tour in Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas,
Mm.
and of
Okay.
course, in Beyonce fashion, she brought out Destiny Child, Kelly Rowland, and Michelle
Oh,
Williams. So they shut the show
wow.
down at the end,
Definitely
and
had
you
to.
know, everyone was on the internet, on TikTok. They were, that went to the previous shows. They were
Why didn't
blocking.
they come to my
Now they were
show?
blocking Beyonce because they said they were like, "How dare you? You tricked me
Oh
like this,
my God.
Beyonce."
Oh my God. People be so
Nah,
dramatic.
it's so dramatic. I love the dramatics when it comes to
Of course you
Beyonce.
do.
It's
You dramatic too. That's
hilarious.
crazy.
Hey,
That's
so
crazy.
what? And so we love a dramatic queen. That's okay. And so yeah, so it was just funny. It was just funny. And then, still sad that I had no time because of
Mm.
work to go to the concert. So,
Hey, when you're working on the dream, you don't got time. You don't got time for concerts. You don't got time for fun.
well, Act
Okay.
3, I'm going. I don't care. Okay, I'm
Oh,
going. I'm out. Okay,
okay. Girl
I'm
says she's
out.
gonna be part of the production team. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Gonna be
getting
behind
on
that
there
big old
some
board.
way.
Gonna be behind
Huh?
that big old board.
Hey, I'll be a
Hey,
A2 stage hands, put whatever you need me to be. Okay.
man, that thing will move fast. I couldn't
Well,
imagine how
the
fast that
okay,
would move. Though.
I'll say this, and then we got to get into what we're working on for the week. Okay, so Beyonce has three. She has three tour packages. Okay, so
Mm,
when she's in Houston, she already has. Yeah? When she's in Houston, she already has one going to Vegas,
uh-huh.
and then so when she gets to Vegas, and then she has one already going to Atlanta. and
That's
then
crazy.
they're moving. They're just all
That's
moving.
crazy.
They're just all moving. It's like
That's
Chick-fil-A. It's like the Chick-fil-A drive-through line. Like when you
she
get
got
there,
motion.
your food already ready. And
She
it's
got
like
motion. Ooh.
she moving. So I think the whole, like when you think of like production and, being a producer, us being in media, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that is just an amazing concept. Like, and that's probably not even her coming up with that, just her team that she hired.
Mm,
And
yeah.
man, oh my gosh.
That's
Oh
that's
my,
that's so
that's
gen that's so beyond
different.
genius though.
Mm-hmm.
That's so beyond it because everything gonna be set up. All we need is you to come. Everybody going. They probably doing their own rehearsals and run throughs and all. I'm sure they're doing their own rehearsals and
Yeah,
run
of
through. After
course.
I've
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
Homecoming, yeah,
Hmm.
they doing
And
it.
I don't even know how many artists move that way, but that's different. That's
Yeah,
different.
that's
That's
super. That's super
different.
different.
I mean, the whole LED wall situation. So when I was watching the Beyonce movie when it came out, and I was like, that is so crazy. Because, we work with LED walls, and it's like, oh
Super
my God,
different, man.
this Ethernet that connects this and this. So, yeah. But,
Daisy chain.
right, Daisy Jane. Yeah. So Monday Momentum had our talk with
Mm-hmm.
Landon. Good talk. Y'all had a good fatherhood, parenthood, marriage talk,
Powwow. Powwow.
powwow.
Yeah, powwow.
So it's Monday. What you working on for the week? Monday Momentum.
Man, oh, what am I working on? Man, I'm gonna dive back into, like I said, I've started working on my book for these high school students, man. So
Oh, yep.
making sure I'm starting to get the high schoolers in this podcasting space. So
Mm-hmm.
we're working on that, and also for
Okay.
self-care,
Okay.
got to continue the storyboard with Baby Jones. Gonna go
Mm-hmm.
storyboard, because I'm taking more pictures than ever now, and I'm getting them together, getting my images created. Coming soon, Britt. Content coming
Okay.
soon. And it
Okay.
comes. It's coming quick. What you working on? What you got going on?
Um, Monday this week, going into August. I guess I
Hmm.
think I wouldn't okay guys. I wouldn't say I have been very consistent with my with outside of the walking. Like, so I
Hmm.
need to do something else, besides walk or run or something like that. So I would guess, adding something else to my
Burpees.
workout. What do you
Burpees.
say? Yeah, that might be it. Adding
Burpees.
something else to my workout routine.
Prison workout.
And then mm, I probably need to go ahead and just cut the meat out and, I gotta, because I want to shed
Cut the meat out.
just for the week. Just for
Well,
the
I
week.
mean, if you do that, yeah, but you gotta make sure you make sure you're getting that nourishment somewhere else or that sustenance
Kale and
somewhere else.
potatoes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, with potatoes, yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
kale, potatoes. But
Okay, that
yeah,
could work.
yeah, yeah, maybe that. But I think, mentally, personal development, what am I working on? I've been doing this thing. I've been actually just walking around with the book and reading the book where I am. So I used to just wait to
Good.
come home to read the book, but
That's
now I
smart.
just take that thing where I go. And yeah,
There's always time. There's always time.
yeah,
Still a couple
yeah,
minutes to read,
yeah.
and you get little nuggets throughout that. So that's what's up, though.
Exactly. And
What's
just
up?
want to say, just want to say shout out to my parents. I love them so much. Y'all, my dad gave me a TV. I'm so excited. It's a 3D TV. He was holding on to his TV for the longest, but he got a new TV and he gave it to me. And I love him so much. And I love my mama too. She's so great. Shout out to my parents. Love y'all.
Shout out to the parents. Yeah, shout out to my mom because she's down here and she's been holding down my son here and there.
Hey, Mama Rose.
Yeah, because she went with us to the well, she took us to the rodeo, and we're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
take her and him to the aquarium today. So yeah, gonna do that in
Oh,
an
nice. You're
hour.
going to be on my neck of the woods. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be at the aquarium, and I'm gonna get some more pictures. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
know, we know, we know.
Got to get them
Post the
pictures,
pictures,
man.
man. Post the pictures, man.
I might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clips was going out. Clips was going out, man. If y'all have not checked out Touche Podcast, producer Britt's newest
Oh,
podcast.
yes,
Oh wow,
y'all.
fastest you left and came back ever.
Okay,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
y'all make sure y'all
Wow.
go check it out. Jonathan said I am a superstar, y'all. So y'all gotta go check it out. Okay, y'all gotta go check it out. Love
Superstar
it.
producer Britt.
The content has been really good. The engagement has been really good. The
Yes.
views have been really good. So we are recording our first, our third episode coming up soon. And
Are
then
you recording or is it gonna be live? What we doing? Are we
I don't know. I
recording or is
gotta
it
talk to
gonna be
Marche. I gotta see what Marche
uh
do. I gotta see how Marche wanna do it. Is she good to go live? Shay's not really even, tech savvy. So she might
she
just
don't
say,
gotta be.
yeah. She might just
She
say,
don't
yeah, whatever,
Yeah,
just to
she
get
don't
it
gotta
over
be text
with.
that. But look, because
So
this is what gotta happen. Y'all
yeah.
gotta come to the conclusion y'all going live. Then
Mm-hmm.
y'all can start telling the other women folk, and then
Mm-hmm.
they can live stream it. They get their popcorn, they engage in the
Mm-hmm.
chat, and y'all have a sister circle meeting live.
Gonna be all if it live is gonna be Saturday morning. It's gonna be like Saturday
Hey,
morning. That's a good,
Saturday,
lay in the
Saturday
bed.
morning is
Hey
great.
y'all. Huh?
Lay in the bed, eat your breakfast. Saturday morning, right
Let's
there.
talk
Boom.
about the book. Yes. Open
There you
Super
go.
Soul Sunday, just on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a great day. Continue to be great. Believe in yourself. See y'all tomorrow.
That's it, man. Y'all, producer Britt hit it right there. But before we get ready to get out, I want to make sure that y'all know, subscribe to the channel, right? Speak Your Success Media. Just type that in on YouTube and make sure you get tapped in so you don't miss any episodes. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Central Standard to 7 a.m. Central Standard. We're here. Today we're in overtime minutes, but it's perfectly fine because it's all good. But family, just remember this, right? You might trip, you might stumble, you might fall. But just get back up and keep on running, right? With whatever that is. If that be your if that be the dream that you had and it was some time ago and you got away from it, man, get back to it. If it was the New Year's resolution, get back to it. Because at the end of the day, it's your life. And only you can prevent forest fires, but also only you can determine what you're going to achieve. And remember, family, remember, all right? Speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other